Have you ever wondered what it's actually like to feel content? To have found the perfect balance and to be at ease? I fear that nothing will ever truly make sense in this world. At times, it may seem like you have it down, but then life finds a way to prove that you actually know nothing at all. How you perceive the world around you, what you think you understand, or how strongly you feel about something can change in an instant. You reach a point where everything begins moving faster than you can keep up. Before you know it, you find yourself stranded, lost. And in these moments, it's so easy to forget what's really important. When we look past the big picture. It's funny how you can pass by the same place 1,000 times, through every changing season, and rarely take time to notice the little things.
Elise, is that you?
Hey, Miss Farley, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, dear. My, I haven't seen you walking down this street in years. Probably since you wore that little purple backpack cutting through my yard on your way to school.
Thank God for cars. Back in middle school, up until high school, I used Miss Farley's backyard as a shortcut to get to school, up until I was 15. Once I started to wear makeup and necklines lower than my collarbone, she began calling my house weekly to tell my mother that I'd become some sort of unholy tramp, headed towards prostitution. Crazy bitch.
So good to see you, dear. You look beautiful as always.
Thank you, Miss Farley. It was nice seeing you too. Take care.
I've always wondered how my parents, the established adults of today, and even elderly people like Miss Farley, have gotten through life. I like to believe they grew up in a simpler time, where things just weren't as complicated. In today's world, we're exposed to way too much, continuously flooded by influence. It's nearly impossible to disconnect. The idea of one remaining sane is just unfathomable to me. You're not alive if you're not frustrated. I didn't have too many friends growing up. I guess I was more of a reserved kid. I felt like I couldn't relate to the other girls at school. It wasn't until I was 13 when I met a girl named Maya. Her family moved into my neighborhood about 9 years ago. The other girls at school were intimidated by Maya, so she didn't have many friends at first. After introducing myself, it didn't take much for us to become friends. But to my surprise, she became my best friend.
Ew, Elise, get that away from me.
Oh my God, Maya. You are overreacting. It is just an innocent butterfly. It's not gonna eat you alive.
Shut up. It's not that I don't like butterflies. I just could appreciate them from afar.
Whatever.
Why do you like butterflies so much anyways?
I don't know. I guess I've just always admired them.
How do you admire an insect?
Well, when they're young, it's just an innocent, vulnerable, ugly caterpillar trying to achieve its destiny. Then,
through metamorphosis, it transforms into a fully capable adult and emerges with beautiful, vibrant wings. And now, it can fly away.
Can I try holding it?
of course.
I never knew friendships like this really existed. Yes, I had seen them played out in movies, but I never would have imagined meeting someone I could be myself in front of, not having to worry about them judging me. You see, Maya was different. She was the person I related to the most. She just gets it. I guess what they say is true. It feels good to be loved. But it's profound to be understood.
Oh damn.
is that?
Here, take one. One for you and one for me. And I have an extra.
I trusted her. No. I trusted her, and she abandoned me. We haven't talked much since that night. Well, at least not on good terms. It's almost like she doesn't even care about losing me. I wish she would just show me that she felt something. Not only did I find my best friend, but I had also found my first love. No one had ever made me feel like Adam did. I found myself attracted to all of him, every part. The nothing about him was everything to me. I felt like I couldn't break the feeling I had for him. I didn't know how or when it came to be that he became my every other thought. I felt like I had everything, but getting what you want is not always what you need. I had waited for this, for what seemed to be forever, for our bodies to connect, our lips to touch, to taste each other's silence. It felt good. It felt right. You gave me what I wanted, and took it away even faster.
Whoa!
I loved you so much, but that killed me. They say if you love someone, you have to set them free. I only wanted the best for you, and I didn't want to burden you with envy. So I let you go. I set you free. You didn't deserve me, and I didn't deserve the pain. Getting what you want is not always what you need. What I needed was your love. But I could not take what was not mine. Where do we go when we go quiet? When it's silent, it feels like you begin to hear everything. All of the tormenting thoughts we spend so much time trying to dilute, distracting ourselves from the harsh reality. My chest aches with feeling. If only you knew how heavy it was. If only you could feel it shatter. Your love for me was nothing but a ploy. I've been wrong a lot. More than I'd like to admit. But what matters the most is that I'm not going to be a victim of my misfortune. I'm not going to let these shitty situations define me as a person. But I most certainly will take these burdens and consider them blessings.
I can't believe my baby is actually leaving me for good.
It's not for good, Mom. You know I'm gonna come back and visit you when I can.
You know how much I love you, right?
I've never doubted that, Mom. I love you so much.
Okay, honey. Better get going on the drive before it gets too dark.
Okay.
You never register the important moments in your life when they happen. You realize how important they were when you look back. I know the road ahead will not be easy, and happiness is never guaranteed. But I know everything will be okay, as long as I allow myself to fly and embrace this beautiful confusion we call life.